Hello and welcome to Channel 5 News. I'm your host, Matthew Hart, with my co-anchor here, Lisa McNellington. YouTube, a powerful force in the media entertainment industry.
Since its launch in 2005, YouTube has seen many controversial uploads and sparked conversation between social media analysis.
Earlier today, we went to the streets to see what you have to say about YouTube.
We first asked our viewers, how often did they watch YouTube?
I would say I usually spend about an hour or so on YouTube every day.
About 10-15 minutes a day usually.
Like 5 minutes a day.
I don't know, depends on how many videos are up. At least 20 minutes. Like an hour, I guess.
An hour or so a day.
Well, that was interesting.
We then asked the viewers where their interest in YouTube videos lie.
I watch kind of all kinds of stuff. Obviously my favorites would be stuff like, that people actually make specifically for YouTube. Because I find if people just take stuff off TV and re-upload it, they're not really doing any work themselves. And, I believe people should get more views based on how good their work is, not just that they happen to be lucky and uploaded something that a lot of people liked just cause.
I like watching people singing and all the videos my brother shows me.
I don't know, a lot of different things. I like watch game trailers, comedy, action, shorts, that kind of stuff.
Mostly music videos. That's usually what I gravitate towards.
That was great. Over to you, Lisa.
Thirdly, we asked them if they preferred original YouTube content or re-uploaded content.
Normally re-uploaded, but sometimes, I like to get an original video.
I like, original content.
A little bit of both. Original.
Well, that was hip.
In 2008, Professor Jane Brown, on the topic of YouTube, said, "I would say it's a catalyst to violence." We then asked viewers what they thought about this statement.
I really have to disagree with that statement, mainly because, I find that if anything like that ever happens, it's because YouTube's being used incorrectly or not in the right way. So whenever stuff like that happens, like for instance, the thing that happened back a few years ago when those 6 girls all, teamed up with another girl just to put it on YouTube, I don't think that people are using the technology the right way. Although in a sense, basically it's kind of inviting them to do that. So, I don't really agree with that statement, but I can see how someone would think that.
I'd have to agree that there is a lot of violent videos on YouTube, but personally I don't mind it. I like watching them.
Violence isn't all of YouTube, so that statement's irrelevant because there's a lot more to YouTube than violence and guns.
You could say the same thing about anything nowadays. I don't believe any of it, but they do say that about everything.
Very cool. Lisa?
The next question we asked our viewers was, how did they feel about YouTube in respect to whether they thought YouTube was good or bad?
I think YouTube's great, mainly just because for now independent filmmakers, they can put their stuff out there for people to see without having to go through like all these other channels, like getting it to a movie theater and get a private screening and stuff like that. And I think if you can actually just upload it and have potentially millions of people see it for free, it's a lot better for exposure than it would be previously. So I think it's actually a great thing despite any of the faults it has. I think it's a really good invention.
I think it's pretty good. It's quick and easy to share videos among the world, and it's fun to watch.
Neither. It kind of makes kids waste their time, but at the same time it kind of opens up ways, like if you don't know something, you can always just look it up on YouTube and stuff. So
I think it's good for society because people can kind of pool their creative minds together in a new medium that hasn't been available before.
And there you have it, Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Now over to Rob Talkington with sports.
Thanks, Lisa. We're outside the Rogers Centre today, and we're currently viewing the Toronto Maple Leafs, which are facing the Blue Jays. I think so. The Lakers are supposedly also here with the curling team for some unrelated event. I'm not sure what sport. And that is it. Back to you, Lisa.
Okay, and we're back.
Oh. Was that actually the sports segment?
Was that it? Oh, not again.